guys to Industry Scoop. This is our 86th week. I'm so excited. Our next guest is amazing. Yes, Nikki, 86 episode.
86. Congratulations. 86. That is awesome.
Thank you so much. And next to me is the amazing Nikki Gilbert. Woo!
I made it. Oh, thank you.
Yes, you did.
I look a little rough around the edges, but we got
amazing,
it.
girl. I love the hat. The hat is super dope.
Yes, it's from our Social Conflict merchandise.
So, Nikki, you are, of course, a singer, a musician, a producer, writer.
Do you act?
Yes, actress, content creator, number one.
Artist.
I mean, an artist.
Multi-hyphenate, yep.
Multi-talented. And I'm so honored for you to be here on our 86 show.
Thank you. I'm glad I made it.
Yes.
I apologize. We have been trying to make this work.
We have.
I am a full-time caregiver for my mom.
Let me tell you, it's okay, because I stalked you. I stalked her. I low-key stalked Nikki.
No, she was persistent, which is what you have to be successful in this industry.
Okay, so thank you. I like that word better.
Yeah, absolutely. No stockification, just being persistent.
Yes. So, okay, I know you're from Detroit.
Yes.
And how long have you been in Atlanta? Because that's a big old difference.
I have been in Atlanta for, almost 10 years now.
Mm-hmm.
In Atlanta, but I hadn't lived in Detroit. I lived there for a short period. My mom has been dealing with health issues for a while. She had a heart attack some years ago, and I relocated back for about under a year, maybe. I'm looking off to the side because my family's in Atlanta.
Yes.
But I have lived in Atlanta for, just, I don't know, over 10 years, and I lived in LA after that. So,
Okay.
Before that, right.
Do you like Atlanta?
Because Atlanta, a lot of people like an acquired taste.
I do.
Okay.
I like the quality of life that you can have in Atlanta, right? I feel like there are a lot of different people from different places in Atlanta, so we're getting a little more culture than they had previously. Yeah, by culture, I mean, obviously they got the HBCUs, and for sure, education has always been a really strong aspect of Atlanta in particular. But now I love that the film industry and the television industry is thriving.
Isn't it? Like over the last 10 years, you've seen like a massive change.
Yeah.
And I mean, of course, you are Grammy nominated musician and all that kind of stuff, but now you're transitioning 100%. Well, I don't know 100% because I'm new music out. We're going to talk about that. But you've transitioned into film and TV and producing and content, and of course, you did the reality. I mean, what made you say, okay, let me get into this different arena?
It was just growing and understanding that you can't just be on stage singing songs for the rest of your life, number one. And then also what a lot of people don't know is that my first love was actually creating content and stories and acting. My cousins will tell you, we do talent shows and movies and skits and stuff from being a kid. So I would say that of all of my gifts, the ability to write is probably the one that I'm the most connected to and the one that I can appreciate the most, because I think when you put pen to pad and you create ideas, especially ideas that just not only entertain but also uplift and inspire people, is one of the greatest gifts that God has ever given anybody. The ability to write a song, a play, a show. So,
touch people's souls.
Yeah, touch people's souls. So I wanted to evolve from just being in front of the camera. I've always felt like there weren't enough of us, like yourself and your partner at the Gill Talent Group.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about that or not.
Yes.
I think it's really dope that you ladies are doing that. So I think it's very important for us to diversify and build content and opportunities for other people. So I initially did an episode of Martin to sort of branch out into the acting space, which plays over and over and over.
Yes.
So very thankful.
You was belting out that, ooh, girl, you know.
Girl, Jesus.
So that is something. Acting. I went to school on a theater scholarship, so I'm a theater baby. Yeah. So
that's interesting.
Stage, musical. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So here at Industry Scoop, we try and inspire and give information every single Thursday to independent filmmakers, up and coming artists and actors and just writers, directors, producers, everybody that just want to create, dreamers.
I love it.
Everybody got a dream, and we don't know, should we stick in this one lane or should we just branch out? That's why I like to talk to people like yourself to say, no, try this, try that,
Absolutely.
When did you know it was right? You just felt it, or the group was over, so...
Yeah, well, Brownstone kind of disbanded. Not kind of disbanded, we did disband. And contrary to popular belief, we didn't disband because I chose to leave. It was actually Maxie. God rest her soul, my sister Maxie.
Yes,
It was actually Maxie who decided that she wanted to go to London and pursue a solo career. And after Mimi left, that was one thing. And then, Maxie left, and I was like, do I really want to limp along and keep trying to, fill holes? Or should I just go out and expand my creative ideas?
Right.
And that's what I did in terms of that. And I think when I first sort of got it, I was on the road with Tyler Perry and his play Meet the Brown.
Okay.
I was the original Vera Brown.
Yes.
So much fun. The most fun I've ever had in any character.
You
on
toured?
stage or anything. I toured. We toured all over the year.
Yes. Okay.
So I saw that Tyler was so hugely successful with the play, and I remember my partner now today, actually, I was eavesdropping, and Lucia was like, we did it. She mentioned a number that we made at the box office at the Erie Crown. She was talking to her boss, but I was being nosy, and I was eavesdropping, because she knew I was like, anyway. So I said, ooh, we made something. So actually, my cousin who's here, I started writing Soul Kids Cabaret in her kitchen using her son's notebook and pencil. And I was like, this is going to be huge. So that was sort of my first time sort of writing, producing, casting. Tatiana Ali, Angie Stone, Kenya Moore, Selena Johnson, Monifa, basically the entire cast of R&B Divas and then some were in Soul Kittens, and we shot the behind the scenes. So I said, we should do a reality show about it. So I called those ladies again, and I was like, hey ladies, I'm doing this reality show. We've seen the Housewives, we've seen all this other stuff. It's time for them to see us.
And I about to say, I used to watch that.
I love that show. For real. That show was dope.
Yeah, it was a great one.
How many seasons? 3 seasons?
It actually did 4 seasons of R&B Divas Atlanta. They did 3 seasons of R&B Divas LA. And then they did a show called Hollywood Divas, which was technically not supposed to be a spin-off of the show, but it was on the same network.
See, I like that show
same
too.
premise. And they did a few seasons of that as well.
Okay. But you weren't involved in that one.
We're going to just...
Okay.
No, okay, I can tell the truth. I was not involved in that one.
But it was a spin-off from yours?
But my producers who produced R&B Divas were got executive producer credit, and I guess because Faith and I were girls maybe, or women, or, that's a whole nother conversation.
Right.
They didn't feel like it was important for the creator of the show to get.
That's the thing in this industry.
And that is the value in that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So you cannot be bitter about lessons that change your life and help position you to help change other people's lives.
Exactly. Exactly. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, let's talk about the documentary. Like, you did one last year called Broken Things.
Yes.
Okay, and then you just recently did one.
So this is not a documentary. This is a short film.
Social conflict?
Social conflict, yes. However, it is loosely based on true facts. So, the documentary Broken Things is not complete. It's never been released, and it will be. There's just so much stuff that has now come into our space, and we're like, we got to tell that, we got to tell that. So the documentary films take, especially one of this magnitude that addresses such a serious topic, they take a minute.
Yes.
I was really ready to go with it, and then some things started to happen, and we're like, we really need to make this bigger.
Okay.
So we're still developing that and going further with that, so that'll still come.
And that's okay. Like, when you're out there and you're creating your content, don't get discouraged if you have to take a break.
Absolutely. Sometimes it's like that.
Yeah.
And I believe that when that happens, it's because God has something so much greater and bigger for you to contribute to that. So you just have to take the lesson and pace yourself and know that the only time that matters and the only deadline that matters is the one that the universe gives you, and when you say, okay, this is it. So,
and you have to maintain that good attitude.
You have to maintain that attitude.
Yeah.
And after 25 years in the industry with ebb and flow and stop and go, you sort of understand, you know what I mean?
Yes.
You start to realize, okay, it's just not time for this yet.
Right.
So
Right.
And the reason that I know that is true is because I became so frustrated when I made the decision myself to stop pursuing the release of the documentary, because I discovered some things and I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then it was
executive decision.
You made an executive decision, like, okay, guys, we're going to pump the brakes. And my cast and my crew was like, what? And I'm like, no, this isn't right. This isn't the timing.
Right.
So I unplugged from social media for about 30-something days. And because I saw the R. Kelly stuff.
Okay.
And then I saw I remember it was like, I was watching the news and boom, school shooter, da 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 da, boop. Then I switched to another channel. It was R. Kelly, blah 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 blah, blah boop. And I said, you know what? I gotta just before I say something that will never go away in the internet, let me unplug and see what God takes me to. And Social Conflict was the result of that unplugging.
And that's from your
and
high
I literally
school?
just so what Social Conflict is a story about a high school teacher who is a mother of a student who killed her colleague.
Wait, say that again.
It is Charmaine Davis plays the role of a teacher whose son. Charmaine. Okay. Yep.
But it's loosely based.
So the way that it's loosely based, it's scripted, but it's loosely based on true story because the director, who is my best friend in the world, Dwayne Mars, we went to high school together, we were part of choir music together. Our choir teacher sexually assaulted him and several other boys in the school. So when I started writing this film about that deals with all these social issues, and we've been screening it, it's been amazing. And people talk all the time about how we, in 29 minutes, touched on all these different social issues affecting kids in schools. But I reached out to Dwayne, he was a Hollywood actor, you saw him, he was the guy that was like, this cheese, and Minister to Society. The Minister to Society, right, so amazing actor, like he's a thoroughbred, like I know that if I have something scripted or whatever that I need to run by somebody that's going to be like, this is whack. Right. He saw it and he was like, wait, this means something. I said, okay, so I want this kid to kill a teacher, but I want to explore mental health and the reasons why kids snap. So would you hate me if I asked you to write this moment where he kills the teacher and we use what happened to you? Because he never shared that publicly with anyone. But we held on to that together since we were 19 years old. Wow. Or 18 years old.
That had to be healing for him, though.
It was healing for him. It was healing for me, too, because knowing as his best, that's my brother, and holding it, and me being the person that's like, no, we will not, you know what I'm saying? And to have to hold that for him and see how it affected his life so negatively at certain.
Now he's power from you when you hold it, though. Right?
Exactly.
It really does. It drains you.
It drains you. And they invited us to his funeral, and I was like, and you know, you want to say, and everyone thought he was just such an amazing. What he would do is he would have sleepovers. Yep, he would have sleepovers at his house.
Story, right?
And our parents would be like, you know, I was like, oh, he's
the coach.
And then the boys would be downstairs and the girls would be upstairs. His sister would be there. And everybody thought he was so amazing because he got all these accolades for us and everything. And he turned out to be the devil.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But look at those Olympic people.
Yes,
girls.
You see the story over and over.
Right.
They see the story over and over.
These figures.
Those are the ones, though.
Those are the ones.
That's always somebody. And they know who to pray on. Psychology degree and everything.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
That's
yeah.
awesome. How long was the movie?
29 minutes.
Oh, okay.
29 minutes.
So you
It was
were
first.
accepted into the Bronze Film
We were accepted
Festival.
in Bronze Lens. We were accepted into Newark. We were accepted into Capital City. We've been accepted here. I just found out, didn't even look to see, but another one, Cleveland Call. So they're, you know, they're getting it. And what's I think more exciting for us about this project than just sort of being accepted in screening, which is huge, is the conversations and the dialogue that we have afterwards. Every time we have the dialogue, we discover someone has been molested. We discover someone has been raped. We discover someone. So it's open.
And you're going to save lives. Like, you're going to save estimates. It's not going to have to go to another thing.
Yes.
Be preventative.
Yep. And the only way that we can get to that is to have a conversation. And it's crazy because on the way here, I heard about the LeBron James and John Legend project, right? So I've been pitching this series. Right, exactly. You probably haven't even heard. I was like,
Okay. Tell us. Breaking news on Industry Scoop.
No. Let me say this the right way.
It's okay.
So
You can
our
break it on
short
here.
is a backdoor series for a pilot. It's always been a backdoor series for a pilot. We
Okay.
shot it at my old high school.
Yeah.
When you see
I
the
can totally
story
see that,
part,
though.
you know what I mean? You know what's
Okay.
genuine
Like
about it.
13 Reasons Why.
Exactly. Lean on me.
Yeah.
So I found out, and I've been pitching this, and you know, you hear so often, and I heard this with Broken Things, and it was really discouraging for me as well. It's so dark. You know, we're just looking to lighten things up a bit. It's so dark. You know, it's so heavy. You know what I mean?
Y'all know.
You know what it is, right?
Yes.
So then you wake up and it's just like LeBron James and John Legend are doing a show about a female with a strong female lead. Now, thankfully, they have Wendy Calhoun, who's a wonderful sister, who's, you know, producing it and a part of it. But I just, you know, I hope what this does is I hope that this opens up the eyes of our networks. Yes. And our, because it's going to be on CW. And it's
okay.
you know, okay, that's great. Right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But our little kids that watch BET and TV1, they need
something.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And everything, and everybody who brings it is not going to be LeBron James or you know these big names. You know what I mean? So it just when when I saw it, it was bittersweet because I'm like, okay, they're telling the stories of inner cities, and I'm happy that they have us. You know, connected to it and producing it. But I hope that this inspires some of those networks that cater to us to really see the importance and the value in us being
told those stories for us by us. Absolutely, 100%. And speaking of like networks and stuff, you have produced and you have relationships and you can make phone calls. Let's talk about how that process works. Yeah, let's talk about that. We, as independents, we're not going to get over it. I can't.
And I'm not Shonda Rhimes or anything like going your way to call accepted before I do.
You have to.
The Queen, you produce with Queen Latifah's platform and things like that. So how does that process work when you have content and you want to get it to us?
It's still very difficult. I mean, I just, you know.
Yeah, I just said it, but I just said it. You know what I mean? But you have to know that. Do you have to logistically? Do you have to put April? Yes. Come sit down, April.
I told April come and walk in here.
Do you have to like do what we have to do? As in like do this package, shoot a sizzle, you know, that kind of thing.
You got to do it all because you have. There are only so many networks. They only have so many programming slots.
But there's so many other things too, like as far as like
streaming services and stuff like that.
Amazon.
So I mean, I agree with you. So you know, every project I've done, I've had to have another. You know, I've had to have a production company driven by a male. I'm not saying anything negative about men. I love them. I'm married to one. You know, life wouldn't be the same. Life wouldn't exist without them. So I'm not like, you know, men are, you know what I'm saying? But the fact is that there are very few of us in those spaces and in those positions to do that. And then those of us who get there, you know, you have people looking at you with a microscope because you still got to go to some man in charge. Who, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you know, when you have women in positions of power at network and programming positions, we have to really, really lift them and support the content, and we have to watch the shows. I was just telling my cousin in the car, like, you know, I created a series from the bottom up. We're 3 seasons in. I did the series at BET Her, which is a little network. Well, it started off eccentric and then went on to BET Her, which is a little network that could. And, you know, we were hugely successful in terms of acclaim, and the people who watched the show really, really loved it.
That was a dope concept.
And then, you know, Kim Kardashian goes and she frees a woman from prison, and, you know, prison reform is on everybody's lips now.
Right.
Here I have a show with I don't know how many, 15, 20 women, you know what I'm saying, that are all trying to raise their families and reform and, you know, not fall into the recidivism situation. And it just doesn't mean as much, you know what I mean, because we're black women. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I go and I do a show like R&B Divas, and I create the show, I edit the show. People think that I just kind of like say, hey, I got this idea, and then someone else executed it for me. No. I cast the show. I used my own money to create the sizzle reel. I did, but I couldn't get, you know, the networks to see it from me because I didn't look like they past you. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't see past me. So instead, we got, you know, some young white guys with cameras. You know what I'm saying? The person who had to do all that stuff, and then it became their thing. You know what I mean? And then they took it from me. And then it was, you know, so, you know, I'm 48 now. I gotta keep it real. And that is the reason we have the issues being able to. I would love to say that I can just pick up the phone and be like, hey, no, I got this amazing concept. But I picked up the phone and told somebody I had an amazing concept for an inner city school in Detroit, you know, and they didn't see it. But then LeBron James took it to the CW, and they did. You know what I mean? So that's our power. You know what I mean?
That's the problem. That's the issue.
And I'm not hating. Again, I want to be clear.
It's a fact. No,
but it's just a fact.
We get it. It's,
You know
it's
what I
happening
mean?
in every situation, like every industry, music, film, TV, if, you know, comedy, if you have like social media numbers, if you're this, you get the job before a
Somebody
theater major,
seasoned, working.
right?
Yeah.
It's like, what can we do? What
Well, that's
do
why
we
it's a big deal
do?
with Ava DuVernay and Oprah Winfrey, what they're doing, because they really are.
Oprah,
paving
call
the
me.
way
Hey, Oprah,
for
call
women.
just please.
Right.
Yeah, creators and directors and things of that sort. Like, you know.
So, and you directed your music video.
Right? Was it Fly or was it the other one?
Fly.
Fly,
And
okay.
So
Well, I'm not
everything
giving
I
up.
do, I'm not giving up. Everything I do, you know how we do. We gon' direct. We gonna have a little, you know what I mean. But we gotta lift our brothers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and I'm not trying to be written by Nikki Gilbert, direct by Nikki Gilbert, produced by Nikki Gilbert, starring
Well,
Nikki
sure,
Gilbert.
Tyler Perry can do
But
it.
I edited
Only
it.
Tyler Perry.
Right, exactly. Only Tyler Perry can do it. I tell people I edited the film. I mean, I had a post company come in and color and do all the other stuff for story. They're like, okay, yeah, right. And I'm like, no, I sat down for like 15, 20 hours a day. And really just, But it's just for whatever reason, we don't. But it's good, ladies. And and I know this feels a little, like we've just been neglected and treated poorly, which we have, right? You know what I'm saying?
We have to constantly fight. We have to constantly fight.
Stay in it.
Because then you get somebody like Alina Wade that's actually like, right, now you see me.
Right.
Because, I got a good episode on, what was the show called?
Alina Wade? Oh, the Shy Indian.
No, the Netflix show. Oh, right. That really opened
The doors for her,
Yeah.
So it's like,
And it's a shame. What really, the point that I want to drive home is that we have to see that in our these networks that are run by people who don't look like us always seem to see the value in what we do faster than our own programmers and our own people.
Yeah.
I mean, our
We gotta
own
get
people
famous
see
over here.
Right.
then we got to go overseas and get famous.
and I know it's people that's looking at me sideways about it, but it's a fact. Everybody knows it. It's not everybody says it,
Right.
but we all know it.
Right. And that's the issue with me. I always just say it.
Right. Say it. Tell it.
Oh, I hope you caught
See, this
that.
is dangerous because you feel like you're just talking to your girls and
That's
you
why I
forget
love
that you're
your show. I
actually
told
doing
you.
an interview.
We just
and you're
chilling. No,
Yeah.
don't you love when she's
I do.
See?
I do. I'm probably gonna look back and be like, why the hell did I say that? But
So what was this Brownstone 25-year box? What was that you were going to do? You were going to create?
So we are still
Okay.
Brownstone 25-year anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you. There is something so big that my manager Yvonne McNair and my publicist Nina Flowers would just go all the way out.
Okay.
There's something so big coming for Brownstone next year. The 25-year anniversary. And
Something for sale or
something for all.
so many people to see.
When is it? Like what month? I'm not that see. All year. Our anniversary is January 10th.
Okay.
Of 2019, which is actually the day before Maxie's birthday. So it's gonna be a great party to celebrate that.
We need to be a high-tech party.
But we are doing our Brownstone special sort of box set for fans. It won't happen at the very top of the year. It'll happen closer to around the time we start doing these things that we're doing. That's going to be so amazing.
Okay.
But it is. So please follow
Yeah.
@official Brownstone on IG. Follow me.
Okay.
I'm always talking about it. And
And we'll put it up here. We'll put it up here for sure. Okay, I'm excited for you.
I'm so excited.
That's
I'm
what's
so
up.
grateful.
Tell us about the foundation.
Yes, that is my baby. It's actually on my back. Foundation. And the sweatshirt I'm wearing is actually from one of our fundraising initiatives, She Speaks Live, which I'd love to have you ladies both on. We go to high schools, colleges, universities, anywhere there are at-risk young women, girls, youth. We kicked off our first one at New York High School, Westside High School in New York. It was so powerful. The cast from the bottom up, told their stories about, and
They are inspiring. No, that's so know what you were doing. People just
and serious accent to the town hall on it. And these women are so transparent and so vulnerable and so real. And when you hear Brandy Davis, who's just like the flyest little cute little son from Detroit, like black girl, you know what I mean? And she's like, I fell in love with this guy, and he just asked me to carry a bag, and then we just, you know what I mean? And she got sentenced to 10 years, taken away from her son, and she's like, y'all don't want this. And we have these girls crying and sharing the stories. A couple of them came to us after hearing Angela Stan's story about being molested as a child and how that created promiscuity and meeting wrong guys. And these girls were crying and sharing their lives and sharing their truths. And that is what the She Speaks 5 movement is about. It's about us getting into a safe space and talking to women and girls. And we're kicking it off again this year. We'll be showing the film. From the Bottom Up Foundation is basically, From the Bottom Up is the title of the first Brownstone album. Yeah, a lot of people don't know. So before Maxie died, she actually, was really excited. I showed her the sizzle reel. Speaking of, do we have to do sizzle reels? And we were really excited about where this was going. And I did tell her that because of the series, helping women who are at risk, I wanted to kick off the foundation. So she was like, that would be amazing. Maxie suffered from a lot of the same issues that affect a lot of women on the show, and just women every day, being insecure, just all the things that led to. And she died tragically, and nobody can explain to me anything except, So we are kicking, I'm sorry, I took you to a different place, but we're launching a scholarship in her name. Initiative in her name. We are hyper-focused in the Detroit public school system and Detroit public schools throughout America on raising funds and awareness of the issues that affect kids on a daily basis. Social
They deal with so much today. Stuff that we didn't have to deal with.
Social media.
That social media is crazy. That'll have you on a bridge. Because you are so...
First it's TMI for them. They learn things way too early.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
They
think
learn
about all the
way too early.
porn and
Yeah.
stuff that young kids are already privy to.
Yep.
That was like,
Yep.
it used to be magazines back then. If we
Right, remember it was magazines? Yeah.
And you knew it was like...
You know, like, oh my God.
Now
Now they're like going straight seeing it. And so it's,
And it's
it's
just the messaging, and what's more dangerous even than social media itself is linear media like Love and Hip Hop. I'm sorry. Linear media that tells our kids that we should go out and flip tables and beat each other up and go. And, God bless Cardi B. I think she is just so authentic and so real and so honest. You know what I mean? But this is the byproduct of what happens when you put people's stuff out there and you don't give them the platform to, from the bottom up, we had no budget. Yeah. But we got therapists for these women. You know what I'm saying? We had no resources really, but we called on favors to get them to be able to have dialogue and work towards healing. Yeah, you can say all day, well, these people exist and this is how it is, but they also, therapists exist and mentors exist, right? People you can help. Exactly. You can go find crackheads all across America. You can find homeless people all across America. And be like, oh, they're everywhere, so I didn't know about it. But what are you doing to help these people? And when our kids see the way to become famous is to be a stripper, is to have a baby daddy who got 5 other kids from everywhere. And the other thing is that this is the only image of us that a lot of them see. So how do we defend ourselves when we're fighting against these stereotypes and these images every day, and all social media wants to replay is that garbage. And that makes sure to believe that that's what you got to do to get that bread.
Yeah. They need it immediately. Like,
Instagram.
old TV
Yeah, they think so.
millionaire.
So then you have see a cop come in, and not to justify this, but when you see a white cop who's never really interacted with a black woman, but thinks that, this girl sitting here minding her business in Waffle House is going to start flipping tables and go crazy.
Yeah, because he's
like,
bought into the
right.
propaganda.
Because you bought into the propaganda, you dragging and beating and doing it unnecessarily, because we're not all like that.
Yeah.
But if that's the only image of us that you see, if that is all that you're exposed to, we can't, you can't be at the airport and say, hey, where's my seat? Oh, there's an angry black woman. Oh, the police, she's going to flip a table.
Right.
Yeah.
So we all have a responsibility in our content. And that whole, it's just entertainment. It's a little bit.
No, I didn't want to do that. So, you creating the content that you're creating, for these independent filmmakers out here, you would suggest to do the same thing, go through the film festivals. What about YouTube and things like that?
Just get it out.
Yeah.
You just have to just keep working at it. It's going to get frustrating because you're like, I know that this is good, and I know that people need to see this.
Right.
But the beautiful thing about social media is you have instant access to your fan base. And, it's unfortunate that you got to do something tragic. Like, I should flip over. No, listen, we should just act like we're, fighting each other. Maybe people watch
Shade room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
But
Now that we got your attention.
right, now we got your attention. Or some twerk. Come on now, get up here, get it. So don't do that.
No.
I would say as tempting as it is, you know, to want to just be like, now that I have your attention, know that at the end of the day, what's good is going to always prevail, and what's real is going to always speak to the heart.
You're right. This is awesome. This is some good stuff.
Girl, I look raggedy, but we having a
You
good
good,
conversation.
girl. Bye. So everything goes through No Ego. I wanna
No
get
Ego
into
Entertainment,
that.
yes.
Okay.
We're now deciding kind of what the distribution stuff is going to be on the film. I hope now that LeBron James and John Legend are doing a series based on ideas I had series for that maybe somebody thinks is interesting enough to air the short. But at a certain point, I got to just kind of give it away because it's more important for the community to see it. It's more important for the conversation to happen. So we are raising money through our foundation.
Okay.
And our I'm Not Giving Up campaign, because I'm not giving up.
No.
way. I'm not giving up. No way. Hashtag I'm not giving up. I'm sorry, so there's no G on the end. It's given.
I saw that part in the video. Are you giving up? No, I'm not giving up.
You saw it in the
That was
movie,
dope.
yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
So
That was- that clip.
I desperately need our community to see this. I'm praying that the powers that be understand that everything doesn't have to be fluffy and everything doesn't have to be, you know, like I said, you know, Cardi B got nominated for 90 awards. That's amazing.
Yes, she did.
And I think she's gonna.
Yeah. Oh, together. Yes.
I mean, you know, they said it a lot. Me, I know her.
Yeah.
Especially when someone was in 25 years and they got two. But Right. But I think it's amazing what she's doing. What I want to see her do is turn that corner, and I want to see somebody in her life, you know, come into her space, or her and Nikki figure that thing out, because
That's sad.
more powerful
to
than
see.
but more powerful than the shoe throwing incident is for people to see them come together and be like, okay, we were kind of bugging out, and we need to squash this.
Yes.
We need to be
Like
better examples.
Drake and Meek. You
That's-
all saw
that's
that?
big. That's
yeah,
You know,
that was
But someone made a point. They said you don't see Queen Latifah and MC Light. Don't like.
No.
No one.
because they older. They
No,
older.
they
These
didn't do it
kids.
back then.
And then we didn't do it
They
back
did.
then.
They
Because
did.
we had something called artist development. And your network or your record company or your whoever would be like, you messing with my money with this clownery. So this can't happen. You know what I mean?
True.
And, you know, see Dolores Tucker, who wait, maybe we need to get together and do the movie together since we're doing movies and stuff together. But,
hello.
I mean, you know what I'm
You
saying?
ain't saying nothing about a word.
But now that I've said it, maybe we should bleep this, because now that I've said it, LeBron and them gonna do. No,
The thing is about LeBron and John, they can do that.
They can.
Yeah, because networks a lot of times they compete with the same topic matter. So they say, okay,
Yeah.
their stuff is doing good. That actually leaves
Would
room for
actually
you. It
leave
opens
room.
the
That's
door.
Because there's so
Absolutely
many
right.
platforms. Like
You're right.
all these
Like
doggone
somebody-
networks.
And there's always an answer to every show. Like Empire, that was hot, right? So then another network was trying to think of something like we need a hip hop opera. I mean, like,
Absolutely.
because they want to try to answer
Exactly.
so they can get the ratings.
And I mean, we can collaborate. I mean, what the hell? I'd love for it to be an more urban folk network, but CW Hollywood at your girl.
Yes,
you know.
absolutely.
But see Dolores Tucker, who told us this a long time ago, and people laughed at her and called her a crazy old lady, and you know all this madness. She said the music is negatively impacting our community. The depictions are negatively impacting our community, and nobody took her seriously. So now we are
That is so true.
at that place where we
Oh yeah, we've been at that place because look at all the people dying. Mac, who just died? Mac Miller. Yeah, it's because they talking about these drugs and it's like nobody's checking them.
I'm like, how do you talk about Molly and Percocet as an actual drug name, right?
Yeah,
But
but
then how do
then
drug
drugs.
But how do the drug manufacturers allow, you know, for rappers
It's
to promote
entertaining.
their drug for recreational use?
I know.
I mean, y'all got bread. Just call them and say they can't do that. Stop that.
They want them to do
They
it.
want them to do it. Yeah, that's just
Make
helping.
money.
I didn't say that. I just asked the question.
I said it.
Yeah.
Future. And I agree with her.
So at this portion of our show, we always try and find a movie or show that is related to what we're talking about or the guests. So today, I want to find out your favorite show, and everybody can participate. Your favorite movie involving artists, like a musician, a singer,
Oh.
that transition into movies. So like one of your favorite movies that starred a singer or rapper.
Hands down, all-time favorite. Another example of lack of diversity in Hollywood. Another example of a black woman can't catch a break. Billie Holiday and Lady Sings the Blues. Hands down. Favorite movie. Favorite performance of
Classic.
any actress
Legendary.
on screen ever. Didn't get an Oscar for it. Don't understand why, except for diversity.
Yeah.
Hands down.
I agree with that
Billie
100%. That's dope.
I mean, I'm sorry, Diana Ross.
Yeah,
playing Billie Holiday.
Yeah, I mean, she's amazing. Do you have one?
No.
What about you,
I think
Patty?
I got the question wrong. So
Uh-oh.
a real, so this
Like a
is
singer.
A real singer
Yeah.
that's in the film?
Yeah, that's
Or a real
an actor.
artist that was in the film
Mm-hmm.
that became an actor?
Yeah. So for example, like, yeah, she's a singer. Right. Now she.
Okay,
she's
okay.
I mean, she's in so many movies. I mean,
Right.
Lily
She's an
Rose,
actress.
Wizard
But she
of
was
Oz.
a singer before
was
she was
a
an
singer
actress.
first.
Yes,
She
yes,
transitioned.
yes.
She was one of the first to do it.
Yeah,
Absolutely. She was, for sure.
Will Smith, Pursuit of Happiness.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
I love that
amazing.
movie.
Yeah.
That movie is ridiculous, and it's a true story.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
I
it
know
is.
Chris Gardner Jr.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Set It Off.
Dana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All it. Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Dana. I'm on Dana. Queen
Except
Latifah.
one,
Yeah.
except the Kim, I forgot her name.
But even Jada wasn't.
Jada wasn't. Jada
she's
was.
not a
You know
singer.
what?
Jada's an
Trivia.
actress.
Me and Jada did a song together back in the day. That's
Get
my
out
girl.
of town.
Love and Laughter. A song called Love and Laughter. When she was rapping, I sung the hook.
You have
Oh.
video footage of it?
No, we don't. I wish.
Her
I
and
wish.
Will are like the best thing that happened to Instagram. lately.
Aren't they though?
Oh my God, I love Jada.
That red
Pinkett
top
Smith.
table? That-
Yeah,
Yes.
Red Table's
That's a
up.
big deal.
Red table
Yeah.
talk is
So
awesome.
social
I love
media is
it.
a huge. It's awesome because we can get the industry scoop.
Yes,
Red top TikTok
that's what we want to do, right? Look, Facebook. I mean, Twitter.
Everything.
We got some things
Absolutely.
coming up with
Yeah.
Twitter
Yeah.
that I can't say.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. That's huge. God
yeah.
bless.
So
It's taking a shift though.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to get so low.
But you can't get any lower?
Yep.
And
Like Detroit. They be like
So
Detroit.
now everything
You
you
can't
got
lie.
Rick. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, but that's gonna be interesting for the city because you know
Okay.
you got a lot of people in the city who
They
are
have
like,
kind
yeah,
I mean,
okay,
yeah.
right. Because see, once again, just like the Detroit 1940, or what was the Detroit the riot?
yeah.
You know, I am from the city, and I love that people are interested in what's going on in the city.
Mhm.
But you got to it has to be authentic.
Real.
Yeah,
Every
I agree.
actor I use was from Detroit.
Mhm.
The crew I use was from Detroit. You understand what I'm saying? So you do White Boy Rick,
Yeah.
and you don't have that real like consultation from the real people who were actually in it
That's
and
almost
there and
common
a part of
Yeah,
it.
I'm about to say that.
Yeah, that's a big mistake.
I
It is.
had a lot of actors audition for White Boy Rick. It took them forever to find. I mean, look,
I mean, look at Wakanda. You know what I mean? Look at all these.
And see, that's a
always-
classic example. So, but see, at least, and I don't know who directed the White Boy Rick movie. I know that a white woman directed the Detroit 19 riots movie or whatever.
It's been trying to happen forever. The White Boy
But you
Jeez.
have to use the Wakanda.
Detroit. That movie was called
the
Detroit,
Black Panther. That was
right?
called Detroit, right?
Yeah.
And it was the right, exactly.
Yeah.
How did you feel
And there's
about
some
that?
I really was.
I didn't walk out of the theater. We saw that movie, right? You know me. I mean, there's so many real stories. So many real stories that they could have, like, you know, really, like, so much real. And it was just like, no, this is not Russian.
But if you're going to call it Detroit, then you need to get
You
need
need
consultants.
That's what they do.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt to get
Holla at
consultants.
your girl, anything Detroit, I'm hardcore, I know all
Look at that.
really, for free. How did you feel about, no, I'm joking about that. The legendary Miss Aretha. Oh my God. Yeah, this is how I feel about that. The best to ever do soul music, period. Period. I love that Aretha Franklin represented Detroit, stayed in Detroit.
I know that. Very Detroit. That's all right. That was beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, come on.
That showed her,
Yes, the real stuff, right? I hope that, you know, and I'm a fan of all the ladies whose names they've mentioned to do her story, so I don't have any issues with their talent at all. But I think I posted this girl, Demetria Champ, on my social media, and she just embodies everything that Aretha Franklin is. Right? She sings closer to Aretha Franklin than anybody I've ever heard in my life. Y'all gotta look at my page.
She's from Detroit?
No, she's not.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm saying, like, it's not about all just everybody gotta be from Detroit.
Yeah.
It's just I want somebody who embodies the queen
Yeah.
soul,
Yeah.
and in her voice and her mannerisms on stage, she looks like her. So I'd rather someone go and get this woman who has had pain, which all acting is your ability to draw on real experiences in your life to do it, but not necessarily a name. Yeah. Get somebody who really.
They
don't have to. It would
You know what I
be
mean?
ridiculous.
Come on. You know, for a film about
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, they're saying that they got some people on Rita that already kind of agreed to them. Somebody said Halle Berry, somebody said Jennifer Hudson,
There,
somebody
but not
said.
try to do it.
I wouldn't mind Jennifer Hudson.
Now Jennifer Hudson, I'll give her.
I wouldn't mind Jennifer Hudson either, but you know,
I want a real
there's
singer.
so
If nothing
many.
else,
Gotta be a real.
Gotta be-
That's what I'm saying. Haley Berry,
Or a
like
real actress. I would rather
Okay.
see,
Right, exactly.
dependent. I'd rather see a
Okay.
real actress and have somebody like they did with What's Love Got to Do with It with Angela Bassett.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
give
True,
me
true,
something
true,
real
true,
on,
true,
you know
true.
what I mean? And like I
Right.
said, I'm not mad at Jennifer Hudson at all, but you know, just take your time, people.
yeah, true, true.
But there's gonna be 500 versions of it. So.
Yes.
There is.
Y'all, we should do. That's another one we should do. Let's do
Yes.
You gotta read the first one.
Right.
Well, now, okay, so now I was not plugging myself. I'm just saying.
And you can act. You need an agent?
I do actually.
Look at that.
Y'all want me to? Okay.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Here you go. Breaking news.
I'm with the Gil Talent. If my
Yes, we do Southeast, Midwest, we get LA, New York.
Y'all
Seriously.
grinding and your sisters, and I don't have an agent, so hey.
Look at that.
And on that note, hello. This is like the best 86 episode. Looking crazy. I'm looking crazy. And look, looking crazy.
You got an agent up in this mug. Show up when God tells you to show up.
All right, look at that.
Because I know you like, this girl called me long.
What I told my cousin is I was like, I mean, because we literally let my mom, when I say, you know, people like, oh, my mother's sick. No, like, it's real. Like, every hour on the hour we have to make. So I was like, but she is so sweet, and I sold her out, and I have got to go, and I look crazy, and she's going to be like, well, oh, you just half did this. But I was like, I got to do this because, first of all, I appreciate and respect your being persistent, and your energy is amazing. It was always amazing every time I met you. But yeah, I was like, damn, okay, I'm going to do this. 41 minutes? Are you sure you want to? But I'm going to do it anyway.
Thank you so much.
Thank
This
you
was
for
an
having me.
amazing show. Guys, we're here every single Thursday, 1 to 2 o'clock, Industry Scoop, inspiring and informing you. Bye.